Sure. So you want me to look at you or the camera? You
The
do
camera.
like dead
Just
camera.
go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah, it's Jasmine Blackwater-Nygren Unisha. Shay Hushkushni Nishlan Ashiha Bashishchin. No da Adana Etkachini dash Che Auto but Adnidashanala. Auto Bithina Ashinigi Dr. Nygren Willia. Akut Ego Dines Sanado Amanishlan. So good afternoon. My name is Jasmine Blackwater-Nygren. I'm the First Lady of the Navajo Nation, married to President Boo Nygren. And in that way, I am a mother and a Navajo woman. And so I think we're here to talk about why we're here today, what is bringing us together, and again, why we're here, right? We're here to say no to the illegal transportation of uranium across the Navajo Nation. And so today we're here in solidarity with our many relatives, our Navajo people, showing that the Navajo Nation will not accept the illegal transportation of uranium across the nation.
And for movements like this, why is it important for community to come together?
Right, and so I think that's something that's really important that I was just talking about, is that on Navajo, you ask almost any Navajo person and they are in complete opposition of uranium mining, uranium extraction, transportation across our nation. And so it's important for us to not only know that, but also to have events like this where we can see that. We see that on the ground, that our Navajo people are in opposition, and it's not just outside organizations coming onto Navajo trying to put words in our mouth. It's coming from our own people, our leaders, that we are in opposition to this. So it's really important that we're here united, not just as the Navajo Nation, but even where we chose to set up an end was very that was thought about, that was thought through. So we chose to end here at the Cameron Chapter House, which was, our grassroots local community government building. And so for us, it was important to know that we as a nation, everywhere from the Navajo Nation president all the way down to, our local chapter houses, are in opposition to this hauling.
And last question, do you have any family that's detrimentally impacted by uranium, and have you seen those adverse effects from uranium contamination?
Sure. So I mentioned this earlier when I spoke to the crowd, but I recently lost my Nalasta, my dad's mother, to uranium exposure. She developed pancreatic cancer, and unfortunately, her health really took a hit after her diagnosis. And so when I think about uranium and what it's done to our people, it's hit my family, it's hit my relatives, and not only her, but a couple years ago, we also lost her husband, who was a uranium miner. And I think that Navajo people across the reservation have stories like this, and I think it's important that we continue to uplift those voices and continue to let people know that we hear them, that we felt these same things in our own homes, in our own families.
Thank you. Anything else you want to add, or is that about it?
I'd also like to add that, we are a tribal nation, yes, but we are a nation of laws. We obviously have tribal sovereignty. I think that's something that a lot of politicians will say, that we respect tribal sovereignty. And you hear that whenever we go to the state, when we go to the national level, the federal government, they say we respect tribal sovereignty. And that's always a talking point. And so we want them to know that we as Navajo people, we have laws, and that our sovereignty is currently being disrespected.